Hey everyone, welcome to Breathe and Unpack. This is our space to slow down, breathe, and talk honestly about the things life throws at us. Here, nothing is off limits. Relationships, family, jobs, stress, and personal struggles. Sometimes we'll vent, sometimes we'll reflect, and every time we'll ask, what can I take away from this? You're not just listeners, you're part of our support system. That means we share, we listen, we take what we need, and we leave the judgment at the door. At the end of each episode, I'll share one simple takeaway, something you can carry with you into your own day. And I'd love to hear what you take away too. As always, we're just exploring here, breathing through what comes up and unpacking it gently at our own pace. Let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and slowly unpack whatever is unfolding for us today. I've been thinking about self care a lot more lately. I usually always think about it, but lately I've been thinking about self care and choosing ourselves. I've had a lot of conversations with different people, and it made me realize that people are probably dealing with the same thing as well. When do you finally choose yourself? And I'm not talking about being cold hearted, not caring about people, and, just becoming selfish. It's not what we're talking about. I don't mean, to act like nobody else matters except for you and you're a center of attention, things like that. No. I'm talking about the people who constantly shows up for everybody, the people who always make room for other people, the people who check on everybody, the ones who try to keep the peace, the ones who make sacrifices, the ones who give chance after chance after chance. From speaking to different people and reading different books, I've noticed something. A lot of us don't have a problem loving other people. We have a problem giving ourselves the same effort. Think about it. If your friend called you and said, I really need to start taking care of myself, most of us would support that. We'd encourage them. We'd tell them they're making the right decisions. But when it's us, all of a sudden everything feels different. We might feel guilty. We might feel selfish. Now we're worrying about disappointing people. And I wonder, where does that come from? Why is it so easy to tell somebody else to choose themselves, but so hard to do it ourselves? I feel like a lot of us keep putting ourselves on hold. Not forever, but just temporarily. At least that's what we tell ourselves. After this situation, after this job, after this relationship, after this problem, after this stressful season, after things calm down, after I have money, after I lose weight, after I gain weight, after I feel more confident, after, after. Then one day you look up and years have passed and you're still waiting for that after. I don't think most people are intentionally neglecting themselves. I think life just keeps moving. Responsibilities keep showing up. People keep needing things. Work keeps demanding things. Family needs things. Friends need things. And somewhere in all of that, you become the person that always gets pushed to tomorrow. And what's crazy is nobody else is doing it. We're doing it to ourselves. And I know that's probably uncomfortable to hear. It's uncomfortable for me to think about and say, but how many goals have we delayed? How many dreams have we delayed? How many times have we convinced ourselves, I'll get to it later, and later never came? I think another reason choosing yourself feels hard is because some people only know the version of you that gives, the version that says yes, the version that shows up, the version that bends, the version that adjusts. And the moment you stop doing that, people notice. Sometimes they don't like it either, because that version of you that chooses yourself might inconvenience somebody. And some people might feel guilty because now they're trying to decide, am I doing something wrong? Or am I finally doing something for myself? Those are two different things. And I don't want us confusing the two. We've spent so much time being available that being unavailable feels rude. We've spent so much time giving that keeping something for ourselves feels selfish. We've spent so much time putting ourselves last that putting ourselves first feels uncomfortable. But uncomfortable doesn't always mean wrong. I think that's something a lot of us gotta hear. Just because it feels uncomfortable doesn't automatically mean it's a bad decision. Growth is uncomfortable, change is uncomfortable, doing something different is uncomfortable, and choosing yourself after years of not doing it, that's definitely uncomfortable. That's the point, right? Choosing yourself isn't just one big moment. It's probably just a bunch of small decisions, such as going to the doctor, getting more sleep, starting the thing you've been putting off, taking your goals seriously, keeping promises to yourself, speaking up when something bothers you, letting go of things that aren't helping you grow. Choosing ourselves is not this huge, dramatic, extravagant thing that, we may think. And maybe that's why some of us miss it, because we're waiting for some huge life changing moment, when really it starts with small choices repeated over and over again. Let's switch perspective really fast. Maybe the real question isn't, when do you finally choose yourself? Maybe the question is, what are you waiting for before you allow yourself to? That's what I've been thinking about lately. Take what you need from today's conversation and leave the rest. We'll keep unpacking next time. Thank you for listening. If today's episode sparked something for you, consider sharing it with a friend, a family member, or someone who might need this conversation. You never know. It might be exactly what they needed to hear. I'd also love to hear from you. You can email me at breathe, the letter N, unpack@gmail.com, or connect with me on Instagram at breathe, AND, unpack. Whether it's your story, your takeaway, or just a thought you want to get off your chest, this space is for all of us. And just a quick reminder, this podcast isn't therapy or professional advice. I'm learning and growing right alongside you. These are real conversations meant to spark reflection and support, not replace the help of a professional. We are building a support system together, one breath, one story, one moment at a time.